Today, I'm looking at the $250 River Gunny versus the $20 Mora Companion. We're comparing the ergonomics and usability, the different steels and grinds. I will put both knives to use on fire prep and some heavy woodworking. We'll test slicing capabilities for food prep and review the sheaths. Does the performance match the price? Let's dive in. Let's look at the DNA of these tools. First, the veteran, the River Gunny, CPM 3V steel with black canvas micarta scales. I've carried this specific knife for 8 years. You can see the history in the blade. It's been sharpened again and again. That iconic Coke bottle contour in the handle isn't just for aesthetics. It fills the palm completely. It locks into your hand, giving you total control over that convex edge. Then, the challenger, the Mora Companion. Stainless steel with a thinner stock and a classic Scandi grind. The handle is a high friction rubber. It's comfortable and the grip is undeniable. But let's be honest about the build quality. You can see the molding lines and the little imperfections in the casting. It lacks the warmth and the soul of the micarta. One is precision engineering, the other is mass production. But does the wood care about the finish? Let's find out. Let's talk geometry. I'm making feather sticks with some pretty wet wood here. And honestly, I'm no Ray Mears, but the difference in the grind is immediate. The Mora uses a Scandi grind. It's essentially a chisel. It wants to bite deeper into the wood. It works, but you have to fight the angle a bit to get those paper-thin curls. It's a solid 7 out of 10. The River is different. The convex edge has no shoulder. It's a continuous curve. It doesn't bite. It separates the wood fibers gently. And it allows for a level of control that the Scandi just can't match. Even with this wet timber, it's effortless, in my opinion, and I score it a 9 out of 10. Now splitting logs. The Mora has a thinner stock, and logic says it should be weaker. But here's the thing about a $20 knife. You don't fear breaking it. That psychological freedom makes you hit a bit harder, and it handles medium logs without a flinch. The River really is a tank. CPM 3V steel, thicker stock. I'm not hitting it hard because it's cheap. I'm hitting it hard because physically, it cannot fail. It acts like a wedge, popping the wood open with pure mass. The result? Honestly, for me, it's a tie. One gives you confidence through build quality, the other gives you confidence through replaceability. Both for me get an 8 out of 10. Quick break from the video. Amber and Steel is all about authentic outdoor and gear videos. If you enjoy the vibe, please subscribe to help me grow. Let's get back into it. Next, we evaluate field utility with food preparation. While wood processing is critical, in reality, about 50% of your knife work on a standard trip will involve a camp kitchen. Here, the Mora Companion excels purely on geometry. With a blade stock of just 2.5 millimeters, it mimics a kitchen or a paring knife. It doesn't displace material, it glides through it with precision and efficiency. I will score this 8 out of 10 for slicing. Switching to the River, this is where we see the trade-off of a hard-use durability knife. The spine is nearly twice as thick. Watch the cut on this apple. You don't hear a slice, you hear a fracture. This is the wedge effect in play. The shoulder of the blade forces the material apart before the edge can slice it. It is designed for structural integrity, not delicate slicing. It gets the job done, but it lacks some refinement. so I will score the Bark River a 6 out of 10. Ergonomics are easy to judge in a dry studio, but in the field, moisture, rain, sweat, or blood, it's a constant variable. So let's simulate that. First up, the Mora. It uses a TPE rubber compound. When dry, the friction is excellent, but once wet, the water sits on the surface, creating a hydroplaning effect. Because the handle is relatively round, it lacks rotational stability. You can feel it wanting to twist in your grip under torque. It's manageable, but it requires more grip strength to control. A 7 out of 10. Now the Bark River Gunny. This is canvas micarta. Layers of fabric pressed in resin. The material is unique because when it gets wet, the fabric texture actually becomes more aggressive and it bites back. Combined with the Coke bottle contour, it fills the negative space in your palm completely, mechanically locking the knife in place. Zero twist, absolute control. Even when it's soaking wet, this feels like an extension of your hand. I will rate it a 10 out of 10. Let's look at the silhouette side by side. The Mora is built for reach. It has a longer blade profile and a needle-like point. It's aggressive and agile, perfect for piercing or detailed carving. But the thin tip is also fragile. The Bark River is built for density. It's shorter, but look at the spine. It carries its mass all the way to the tip. Where the Mora is pointy and fast, the Bark River is balanced and robust. This Bark River edge is 8 years old. The CPM 3V steel is legendary for toughness. It holds an edge forever. But maintaining that convex curve demands some skill when sharpening. The Mora is fresh out of the box. It's stainless steel. It will dull faster than the 3V, but the Scandi grind makes it effortless and easy to fix up. A fixed blade is useless if you can't carry it safely. The Bark River comes with a vegetable tanned leather sheet. It's heavy, it's silent, and it's organic. Over time, the leather molds to the specific contours of the handle, creating a custom friction fit. It doesn't just hold the knife, it hugs it. Plus, it will develop a nice patina over time that will tell your story. I will rate it an 8 out of 10. The Mora uses an injection molded polymer shell. It's strictly utilitarian. It has a drain hole for water, which is smart, but the retention relies on a simple plastic click. And here's one critical warning: the fit is loose. If this rattles around in your backpack, the knife can disengage. Reaching into a bag with an exposed razor-sharp edge is a mistake you only make once. It works, but it lacks security, and I recommend getting an aftermarket or custom-made leather sheet. I will rate this a 5 out of 10. If we look purely at the data, the Mora does 90% of the work for 8% of the price. Mathematically, the Mora wins. It's the ultimate gateway drug into bushcraft. It's the teacher, the tool you can abuse without regret. But bushcraft isn't just about math. It's about a connection. The Bark River isn't something you buy because you need it. You buy it because you want it. It's the milestone, the reward for the skills you build up over time with the Mora. So here's the verdict. Get the Mora to start your journey. Get the Bark River to celebrate it. Because one is a tool you can replace, and the other is a tool you pass down. Thank you for watching another Ember and Steel video. I hope to see you in the next one.